Real estate in NYC got to be the worst, son. I remember years ago, right? Like I'm talking about maybe like 14, 15 years ago, I seen an article that these real estate investors will buy these buildings in New York and then pay the tenants $20,000 to leave the building. Okay. And so that they can do the renovations and bring the property to market rent. All right. So I was like, $20,000. Now, $20,000 is a down payment on a new life today. But 15, 16 years ago, man, $20,000 was a lot of money. And I'm like, wow, like they can move out of New York City, New York State, and probably buy a house somewhere down south with that $20,000, whatever the case may be. And over the years, I would see more articles and more articles, right, about this practice. And but I remember that particular article, somebody was explaining to me that actually lived in New York City. I'm from North Jersey, but actually lived in New York City. They said, yo, nah, 20,000 ain't as much as you really think, because they have to go somewhere else, put up the security deposit, first month, last month, rent, etc. So that's why the amounts are so huge like that, they stay in New York City. So I started to see, more. And somebody said, like, yo, you can negotiate that. Like, you don't just got to take that. So, like around last year or so, I seen this article, whereas somebody was holding their spot hostage in a building. They was on rent control. And they wanted a crazy amount to leave, right? They wanted like $600,000 to leave or something, some exorbitant amount. But what the landlord did, the landlord just went through the full court process, which took years, and got him out, and the tenant got nothing. The landlord was willing to pay the person $100,000, but they didn't want $100,000. So I posted about this, right? Do you know people was telling, like, I had to do more research on this, bro, so it's crazy. People was like, oh yeah, I got 80,000 to leave my apartment in New York. Oh yeah, I got 100,000. My client got 120. Except I'm like, what? So this is a normal thing in NYC. Apparently, evictions take so long in New York City. They take so long that it's easier to pay somebody 20, 40, 60, 80, 100K just to leave. All right. My neighbor down here in Charlotte, North Carolina told me, she said, yeah, my mother and sister got $60,000 a piece because they lived in the same building, different apartments. So my mother got 60 and my sister got 60, and they just moved to Orlando after they got and all right. And to me, right, let me know what y'all like. If I'm in New York City, right, and this is pre-COVID, right, Orlando was pretty affordable, but if I'm getting $60,000, right, I mean, I know New Yorkers love New York. I get it, but yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out. I'm going to buy me a house somewhere, bro. That's a new beginning. You know what I mean? And it's not like you're going to use the whole $60,000 on the down payment. You probably, especially pre-COVID, you was probably putting down what? 5,000, 10,000, you know what I mean? You get like a normal middle class home, front yard, backyard. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is how I'm thinking in my mind, to take that joint and run. But this one realtor told me a story, right? She said, yo, I had a client. I was selling her house. Her brother in Christ, who she went to church with, he needed a place to stay. So he got wind that she was selling the house. Now, there's a generation of people that they bought these houses for 100,000, 150, 200,000, and of course now they're worth $1 million, $2 million, more inside of New York City. All right, one of the 5 boroughs. So he found out that she was selling the house. So when he found out he was selling, he was staying in the basement. She known this man from church. he was staying in she was staying in the he was staying in the basement. She owned the house. So she said, hey, I'm selling the house, I'm about to retire, go my way. You had to be out by X amount a day. So he basically said, yo, I'm not leaving. He reported her to the city that she had him staying in the basement, which is not a legal residence. It doesn't have his own meter, doesn't have his own water, etc. So he was like, yo, she hadn't rented up, so buying herself time. When she sold that house to get him to leave, she had to pay him $100,000. $100,000. That's insane to get him to leave. I know what y'all thinking, like, yo, I know a cheaper way to get him out of here. But, yo, you got to think about what you got to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth what you got to lose? But I did some more research on this, right? And bro, you had sometimes people getting, 200, 300,000, 400,000 to leave a rent control apartment because if it's on rent control, apparently by state law, you can't go up but X amount. Like you can't go up. So the landlord know, like, all right, I could be making an extra $4,000 a month on this apartment right here. So if I give this person 100,000 in 2 years, I'll be back in the black. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, that NYC real estate with the eviction laws, it takes a while. North Jersey, I ain't gonna front. They take a while. Before when I left in 2008, and landlords was telling me like, nah, bro, these tenants, bro, they got a lot of rights in New Jersey, bro. Like one dude, but that paying stuff is not as prevalent as it is in New York City though. But one dude is telling me, man, like if it's the winter and the tenant come to court, bro, all they gotta do is tell to the judge, I'm having hard times. And the judge will give him like, all right, come back in 2 months, come back in 3 months. Like judge will give him time and you not getting paid. So you gotta be prepared to be a landlord in New Jersey. North Carolina ain't bad. You could do an eviction and lockout within 45 days. I repeat, you could do an eviction and lockout within 45 days, man. So North Carolina is not that bad at all. You know what I mean? Now, Charlotte may take a while to do an appeal. Like right now, they're so backed up, it's taking months if the tenant appeal it. But overall, North Carolina ain't bad at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you think about ever getting some real estate in NYC, bro, you better make sure them tenants is pre-qualified because they definitely getting 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 to leave a spot. But me personally, if I got that kind of money, son, as a tenant, I'm leaving the state and buying a house. Again, I know New Yorkers love New Yorkers, but I'm leaving the state and buying a house. I'm finding somewhere affordable, whereas I could, afford to live there. Hey, listen, bruh. I'm Nasa, aka the real estate guru. I'm not a guru, I'm a guru because I actually do this business, man. Hey, yo, watch this video next to me. Peace.